Hello YouTube, as you just saw, I just got a few packages today from Warmoth, and let's take a closer look of the stuff. I got this body. Try to see if it's a black Korean body with a quilted maple top and painted in what Warmoth calls blue burst. And I chose to have a white binding on it, and also the body is chambered, which means that they have drilled out some of the wood to make it lighter. And also some say it affects the tone of the guitar, makes it a bit darker, and also should help the sustain. And I got this neck, which is I think a beautiful bird's eye maple, and I went with a satin finish on this to make the playability and feel better and faster. Also this, I have a white binding, and it's an ebony fretboard with some pearl inlays. I think the frets I went with the standard jumbo fret, stainless steel, and I've seen some videos where people that have got Warmoth necks hasn't been quite satisfied with the way that the fret ends in particular were finished by Warmoth. But I actually think this is very well made. I have no problem with these fret ends. They seem pretty perfect. And also, I just taken a look down the neck. It had a slight relief in it, which I have adjusted out, so now it's perfectly straight. As Warmoth says that when you get the neck, you adjust the screw in the bottom so that it's perfectly straight, and then when you get it mounted in the guitar, they have this side adjustment screw you can use to finalize the neck relief the way you want it. They did provide the Allen key for the side adjustment, but unfortunately not for the end adjustment, and that one needs 1 in inches, and I only got millimeter Allen keys, so I don't got any key that fits, but I managed to use a screwdriver to adjust it, and hopefully I'll only have to adjust it this once, and then I can do the rest of the adjustments by the side adjustment. I'm really impressed by the finish, and it seems like the quality of the work they do at Warmoth. this looks pretty good, and fully lives up to my expectations. So also I was a bit concerned about the tuning holes for the tuners, because I ordered this with the holes for the shallow tuners, but then decided that I wanted hip shot tuners instead. And just try to see that actually in the front here it fits very well, and in the back they also go in pretty easy, just a bit of tension so they don't fall out by themselves, but go in very easy. So that's perfect. So that should be pretty easy to mount the tuners in the headstock. Also, Warmoth provides a sort of a decal. Actually, I think it's just a simple sticker. So I can't really decide if I want the logo on the headstock or not, but I'll probably figure that out along the way. Was a lot of papers with this. It's just some and also here's some papers about the side adjust mechanism and how to do that. So, and of course the billing or paying slip. So I ordered for a total of $1,612, and then also I had to pay about 30% in a Danish import and the sales taxes. So that comes on top of the $1,600. So as I mentioned in the video about the Shallow Lockmaster, the Floyd Rose system, I ordered one with the wrong size locking nut on purpose because I couldn't get the right one in time. So I can get started with on the build and some of the setup with the nut I got, and then I have ordered the right size nut that should be in hopefully not in too long a time. So, well, that's pretty much, I think, what is to be said about the neck. I also ordered for the guitar, of course, a control plate in chrome. And a pick guard in some kind of pearl finish. I think it's a bit difficult to see in the video pictures. And a matching plate for the tremolo cavity. And then of course I got a neck plate and a shim for a neck plate. I've got a pickup ring which was intended to go on the bridge pickup, but as the dime bugger that I'm gonna use comes with its own, I actually don't need this unless I'm going to mount it as a decorative piece on the neck pickup, so that it kind of like matches with the bridge pickup, but I haven't quite decided that yet. But I might do that. Lost something. Yes. Then I got a jack side which mounts here. Of course in black as well to match the rest of the hardware. It comes with a jack socket, but as I'm going to have a preamp installed, I have a stereo jack to be used with that, so that it switches on and off the power when you plug or unplug the guitar. I got a battery box here to go in the back here, where that's routed out for the battery box. I think I need to just sand a little bit. There's some kind of raised grain or something in here that makes it a very tight fit. So I just have to I think sand a little bit to get it to fit easily. Now I'm losing the screws here. And here's a set of neck screws, and two of them should be a little bit longer than the other two, and that's because this body is ordered with a contoured heel, which means that the two front, or the front is a bit narrower than it is in the back. So if you don't get these screws that matches, you will risk poking the screws through your fretboard, and you don't want that. Then I got some screws to mount pickups, I think, and also the switch should be able to mount with these. And then I got some screws for all of the express plates and so on. Another concern I had with this body was if I could get the preamp to fit, because I know that this Telecaster route is pretty small, so I was a bit nervous if the preamp would fit into the routing or control cavity, and it does, luckily. Still also might have to sand just a little bit here to remove some of the impurities in the surface, in the control cavity. And also I will line this with cover tape, so we'll just, so it'll be a tight fit, but I think it will go. Okay.